Why don't you just kidnap like 10 people and just put them in a little room and test it? Why do you need to build an entire fucking city? Just grab 10 people, put them in a little cell. What's going on? Here it is. Oh shit. Here's 10 bums that you kidnapped. Just put them in a room. That you don't need all this shit. Just doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. That's because the games were not about this. No, Paul W.S. Anderson just wants to rip off aliens. What do I mean by that? How about the scene with, okay, now this stuff with Mila Jovovich and this girl who was kind of a daughter of one of her clones. But now it's this Ripley Newt thing. I swear to God, this is what they do. I swear to God. Usually I'm like, okay, they ripped off aliens, great. Not this time. They grab the liquor, grabs the girl, like an alien would grab Newt. Mila Jovovich goes after, like Ripley goes after. Mila finds the girl in a fucking cocoon. Like Ripley finds Newt in a cocoon. Here's the thing, I don't remember liquors making cocoons! I played the games. I don't remember one goddamn time that a fucking liquor made a fucking cocoon. Why would they make a cocoon on the girl? Do they have a face hugger hidden in their snatch? That's gonna come out? Well, we can't call it face hugger, it's dick liquor. Whatever the fuck you call it, is that gonna come out? To get nude? I'm sorry, the little girl? And Leon, they did nothing with Leon. What did they do with Leon? Name one thing they did with Leon. Kennedy. Doesn't come into quite a bit in the movie. The actor that got him, I really, like, he looks like him, but why, I don't know, it just doesn't sound right. I know that's nitpicky. Most of my reviews are nitpicky shit. And some bad CGI, and, you know, Leon Kennedy's character doesn't do anything noteworthy, because you gotta have Mila do it. She's the star of these movies now. Oh, but Leon's there for fan service? What shitty fan service? You might as well not have him there at all. That's how much use he is. When you put characters from the games in here, they're completely useless. They're useless. If they try to do something badass, they can't. Like Jill, who's now controlled like she was in the Resident Evil 5 game. Right? This explains it perfectly. Michelle Rodriguez, she's a clone, and she's now injected something. And she's kicking Mila Jovovich's ass. Now, here's the thing. Jill Valentine, all that happened to her was she got that thing taken out of her. Mila Jovovich, she got her fucking heart stabbed from inside like her ribs. Jill grabs a gun and has to throw it to Mila Jovovich. Again, all Jill had, they took the thing out. Mila, a fucking bone went into your heart. So, she has a gun, and no, she has to throw it to Mila. Why can't she shoot it? Does that make any fucking sense? And all of a sudden, and then at the end, oh yeah, now the White House is a fucking barricade, and they all look surprised, but they're on a helicopter. If they flew in, I'm sure they saw the shit. They saw a billion fucking zombies there, but they come out, they look surprised, like, I'm like, fucking shit. That's number 14. Number 13 is The Devil Inside My Asshole. God. All I can say about The Devil Inside is it's a shitty found footage movie. I don't give a fuck about a single actor. You have some girl that they see where all she keeps doing is connect the dots, connect the dots, connect the dots, connect the dots. There you go. Just responding to someone. Connect the dots, connect the dots, connect. I swear that's what she says. Connect the dots, connect the dots, connect the dots, connect the dots, connect the dots. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Whose dots are you connecting? And then the story that goes nowhere, and I've forgotten most of the movie. I really have, but I ranted on the film. It was a boring film. It was a tedious film. There you go. It was a tedious film. I'd rather do this. Just boring, tedious. The ending is like, oh, we're in a car, then it got smashed, and go to a website. And I'm like, what the fuck? It was a pretty forgettable movie. It's just one of those things that, of the found footage, this is one of those films that just, it's cool if someone liked it. It's fine. The fact this movie made so much money is kind of depressing to me because I'm like, what did this movie offer? It was never scary. This exorcism stuff, I've seen this stuff done much better. Sorry. I don't want to cut because I'm still going. But I've seen these exorcism stuff done multiple times in better movies. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. The Exorcist 3. I don't like The Last Exorcism, but even I can admit it's better than The Devil Inside because at least The Last Exorcism had a good character. I hated the ending. I really hated the ending. Here is just the whole movie is forgettable. It's forgettable. It's tedious. It's forgettable. It's tedious. It has an ending that just stops. And oh God, I did a rant on Devil Inside. You didn't let me. I go more in detail on that, but I forgot the movie. It's a completely forgettable film. It's completely just a dime a dozen found footage film that somehow got into theaters and somehow made a shitload of money. The acting was nothing. The story was nothing. What they put in the trailer was barely in the film. The twists or turns, the ending, it's a typical found footage film that sucks. I mean, Devil Inside just sucks. Number 12, Piranha 3DD. Double dicks in my face. A shitty sequel that I know they postponed and they said it got what, maybe in 5, 10 theaters, but mainly went straight to video or VOD. This film was just, it wasn't funny, it wasn't scary. You have Gary Busey at the beginning who does some silly shit and dies. You have big scenes like, oh, a piranha swam up my cooch, but I don't notice it until hours later. Wow, I don't want to be with that girl even if she did not have a piranha in her cooch. It's like, lady, you don't know that a baby piranha swam up there? I mean, I guess she has a little bit of a hint. I should say that. She has a little bit of a hint, but it's a piranha in your cooch. I think it should be more than a little. It bites his dick, And really it's tedious. It's boring. Not much really happens. And even the ending, it's nothing run home about. It's very lame, in fact. V. Rames has his shotgun laid, and it really doesn't do much. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of good when I saw it in Planet Terror. And I swear to God, one guy gets his head cut off by I swear one of those ribbons is there. He runs, and somehow a fucking ribbon cuts his head off. How the fuck does a ribbon cut your head off? If I took a ribbon, it would not even break my fucking skin. Let alone cut the guy's fucking head off. Yes, I don't need to see it again. It was tedious, it was bad, it was unfunny, it was pathetic. This is the guys who helped did Feast. Man, I don't know what the hell happened to you guys. This is another movie I've fucking forgotten about too. Although I did rant on this film, so it's still up. Piranha 3DD rant. It just, oh God, what in the fuck? The 11, yeah, so that's number 12, Piranha 3DD. Number 11 is The Gray. The Gray just, honestly, it's not an action film. I do think the film, one thing is it was very, very badly advertised. Because it was a lie. The advertisement was a lie. The advertisement would make you believe it's this thrilling, action-packed thriller. I know that didn't make... Well, it was an action-packed thriller, I should say. It was like fast-paced, moving. That's what the trailers made you think. And that's not the case at all. Not the case at all. And, you know, showing shit in the trailer is not even in the movie. You know, it just... You can't do that and not expect... And expect nothing. Even Halloween 3, it's like if Halloween 3, they decide, we're going to do a trailer for Halloween 3, the original Halloween 3, and we don't put Michael Myers in there. And it's like, you know, just a fucking shot of Michael Myers doing something. I'm like, what? But really, I mean, honestly, I could deal with, you know, the slow pace. It's really the ending. The ending just killed it for me. I understand a lot of people love the ending. A lot of people have a lot of deep thoughts and thinkings on the ending, that it means this, that it means that. I understand what you're saying, but I disagree with the message. I disagree with the notion. I disagree with the point of the film. I don't like that point of the film. Hence, it ruined the movie for me. The fact that, well, death comes for all of us, but he met it head on. And I'm like, but it doesn't even end. It's like, well, what, do you want him to punch a wolf in the face? That's not what I need. What I need is a conclusion. Oh, you did it because there's a 10-second shot where he's laying here with the back of his head, you see, and on a wolf's stomach. That doesn't say shit. That doesn't say shit. He could still be alive, he could still be dead. The wolf could still be alive, the wolf could still be dead. The wolf could be hurt and resting his wounds, you know, resting to get up. They could be both dead. It doesn't answer anything. I mean, the whole point of the film of everybody keeps dying, and everybody keeps dying, and then he's not afraid to die, but he's still going to die. And I'm like, what kind of message is that? Well, it's death. I don't need to see a movie to be reminded of that, to be perfectly honest. Okay? When 9/11 comes around, I'll get reminded. When all these horrible things in their days come around, I get reminded. When I hear someone who I grew up watching die on the news, you know, on the news here that he or she died, I'm reminded. When something happened to our family and friends, I'm reminded. I don't need a movie to remind me of that. I don't need a movie to give me that point. I got the point already, folks. You can't make a film be like an adventure film and then, but it's about death and it's about, see, he died and the blackness instills, and I'm like, artsy-fartsy bullshit. If you like it, that's fine, but for me, it was artsy-fartsy bullshit. I'm sorry. This coming from a guy, I love 2001 Space Odyssey, I love a lot of movies, but to me, that ending ruined it. How about a guy surviving? You know, it's a tale of survival. 127 hours. which is, well, based on a true story, so it made sense. But that worked. That worked well. About the fact that, okay, you're at your limit, but you just still keep going. No matter how much you get brought down, you just still keep going. No matter how much it's against you, there's still hope to keep going. There's no hope. That's the problem with the ending. There's no hope. He dies. He dies from his wounds, or he dies. He dies.